You probably enjoy going to concerts or listening to your favorite song playlists. You might even enjoy hearing the birds sing. But did you know that your cells sing too? That's right. Every individual cell holds a unique vibrational tone that can create a symphony or a cacophony, depending on how we treat our bodies. In today's episode, we'll be joined by Dr. Thomas Staudacher, who is the creator of the world's first internationally acclaimed Acoustic Restoration Therapy and the founder of the International Center of Holistic Natural Medicine. Stay tuned. Welcome, everyone. I'm your host, Janet Walker. For over 16 years, I've been a writer and producer for the award-winning national PBS health information programs, American Health Journal, and Innovations in Medicine. We've interviewed thousands of doctors, scientists, and researchers on every topic related to health and medicine. In this podcast, I'll be focusing on ways to improve your health on a cellular level. We'll also discuss the science, research, and products developed by our sponsor, LifePharm Incorporated, a company dedicated to cellular repair, longevity, and healthy aging. Joining us today is Dr. Thomas Staudacher. As the CEO and founder of Subtle Energy Solution, he is an expert in cellular repair through his own patented therapy that targets the vibrations or songs of our cells. He's a pioneering practitioner, educator, speaker, writer, inventor, and researcher in the fields of subtle energy medicine. As a member of LifePharm's Scientific Advisory Board, Dr. Staudacher is a global leader in epigenetic nutrition, educating people around the world about nutritional supplements. Dr. Staudacher just completed a webinar series for LifePharm on the importance of omegas in the diet. Thank you for joining us, Dr. Staudacher.
Yes.
Now, you're an ND, which is a naturopathic practitioner or doctor. Tell us exactly what that means.
There are so many different definitions, depends in what country you're living in, whatever. I was trained in Germany, trained natural medicine, in the Paracelsus school. And over there, we basically trained like medical doctors without difference. We are not allowed to prescribe medication. Then I went over to Australia and I wanted always to go into acupuncture, the more natural stuff. Mm-hmm. And I was supposed to be only for 3 years in Australia. Now it's 25.
Wow.
Basically, I stuck here. And after I done the training here and I ended up to do I'm trained in acupuncture as well, homeopathy, Western herbal medicine, nutritional medicine, basically the whole range of natural medicines here, what helped me later on to combine things easily more together.
I was reading through your website and there's so many really interesting things that you're working with. Now, you educate people around the world on quantum energy medicine. What is that?
This is a completely new device I have actually personally created, a new program. Yeah, that's why no one can find anything. It's completely new.
You heard it here first, folks, on Healthy Cells, Healthy You.
And that's completely new for me to go that big and worldwide, but I think we have reached a level we need to really help, and we need something that really simplifies everything. That's why I have created these new programs and this device, and it basically helps your body to come back in resonance. Yeah, it's more resonance therapy, works with sound wave, and I concentrate on sound wave patterns. And that is absolutely the results speaking by themselves. Yeah. And what it really does, it enables your own body to create his own frequencies. And those frequencies get then sent to the brain. And then the brain can send the right signals out to restore whatever needs to be restored, or to just to stay in coherence. Yeah. And,
interesting.
Yeah, it is. And, it is completely, basically a combination of everything what is out now. The only difference I made on this approach is I made actually your body his own terapeut. Does it make sense? The body is the main regulator, and I use all the other stuff, like it works so well together with medicine, with natural medicine, why it brings completely your nervous system back into balance. Yeah.
That one question I was going to ask you, which you just touched upon, was so how does naturopathic medicine interact with or complement traditional medicine?
Traditional medicine is mostly just based on, with a disease, you have this and this, and they don't incorporate, anything else as a consciousness or anything, Natural medicine does basically incorporate, different modalities like massage, acupuncture to help the body to complement complementary medicine most of the time. And what I'm doing is basically I found a way to help both sides, and this is achieved just what I call pure relaxation. So everything they're giving to the people has a much more positive impact on the outcome what they're giving to. I give you quickly an example. I have a really good success rate with people that are doing chemotherapy or radiation. They have 70-80% less side effects.
With your treatment methods?
With my treatment methods, yeah.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah, and this is not concentrated. This is the job from the doctors, what chemotherapy does and all this. This is concentrated to support the people, to calm down and to help to regulate it better. Also, it regulates the neurobalance in the body completely.
So in your practice, you're using DNA resonance signaling. What is that, and what can it tell us about what's going on in our bodies?
So DNA resonance signaling, this is basically a new kind, I call it biosound therapy, that uses the vibrations to relax the body and the mind. Yeah. The difference to everything out there is I stimulate everything, each single cell in your system, in your body. As you can imagine, 70 trillion cells. So they come into a coherence, and so they can communicate with each other much better. And I give you an example quickly. There was research done by Dr. Horowitz, and he overlooked the ability of structured water in the DNA. And this, in our DNA, is a different water, it's a structured water, and this stores and transports frequencies. Yeah. And on these frequencies control gene expression and body repair. Not people know a lot about it. It is just not that new, but it's not only water in us. We're 75% water. It wakes up the whole system in one go. Yeah. I call it simple. I try to keep it simple really much. Trust me, it's very hard.
Interesting.
And this is, you can find DNA resonance signaling when you just Google it, and this name popped in my head before I even looked up by myself, it makes completely sense, and this is why I call it the program's DNA resonance signaling, why it really helps the body to access the consciousness, the subconscious.
Are there very many practitioners that use resonance signaling? This is the first time actually I've even heard of it.
I just told you, I'm the inventor of it. I have invented it. Yeah.
So it's still just in your office in Australia?
It's just in my office in Australia, and here in Australia, it really it's exploding now, and I'm soon in America and Europe, Germany, and so related to LifePharm. By the combination, just shortly with the products, is just absolutely amazing. What the bed is doing is basically it balances the energetic system, the biofield, completely. Yeah. And I can everything show on video. I got my own machines, everything for this. And on top of it, on a nutritional aspect of life, this is when the laminin comes in, but we come to this later. Right? It fits both both completely together. And when you go into any research, there's in the end always amino acids, yeah? And amino acids are the building blocks of everything.
So give us a picture of what this therapy is like. It's a bed that people lay on and they're hooked up.
No, this is quite actually really, really, really simple. Why I like it simple. You're getting basically a massage from sound. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Also the bed is, there's all, of course, patent and all this. It's so designed you lie on I call it dry floating, like a float tank. Just you do dry floating. You lie on a surface of water. And then the speakers, the special design speakers, of course, and they're putting the waves in, yeah. And that gives you a feeling of vibration, yeah. They're strong, soft, or whatever. But this is information in there, yeah, when you go into morphogenetic fields and all that. And I just found a way to really relax the whole system so strong, without just bringing one frequencies in, like everything is designed with one frequencies and linear, like medicine is, and I just put the dots together and that works pretty well. Also, works extremely well.
How long is the course of treatment?
I get usually my clinic here in Brisbane, this is usually most of my clients, they're stage 4 cancers, basically nearly all of them. Yeah. And they're doing all pretty well,
Wow.
And they're all still here. And basically they're really coming and find me when it's basically too late. And this just helps them to relax so much. And they are without short time, without pain, everything. And then, in the combination, whatever that they do with the doctors or naturopath, it has a better impact in their life, and sometimes really good results as well. And, with other people with severe anxiety and all this, and the recovery time is much quicker, as you don't have to wait months and months. And to be quite honest, sometimes just 1 2 treatments and the symptoms reduce to 70%.
So these are treatments that people can have multiple times. They can schedule them regularly, and there's no adverse side effects or anything.
That's a good thing. There's absolutely no side effects. But basically what you come in, you lie down, and that's it.
Wow.
And then,
how long is the treatment period? Like, is it half an hour or an hour?
No. I do it mostly for an hour.
Okay.
Yeah. And for people with severe conditions, 2 hours is the magic. And like I said, it's stage 4 cancers. I mostly deal with it. And they mostly come 2-3 times a week, whatever they can, And but now I had to turn out, I'm producing the bed as well. I don't know if it fits in here. They're for sale as well. Why my clients force me to do it. Why I get them from all over Australia or for the world in. They're coming to see me, and it just has turned out this way. I've never planned, really absolutely not planned this, what's happening. But it's just amazing to see, how you can give them the quality of life back, in a very short time. And
that's incredible.
I had recently a few, they were sent from colleagues or whatever, they could not do, they had so much pain, and when they're leaving the clinic, they're basically pain-free, But they have to the only thing people have to understand is we have to work on it so the pain doesn't come back.
So other than cancer, and I think you mentioned anxiety, what other kinds of ailments or conditions would this treat?
It's not the conditions what it treats. It treats the electromagnetic, the biofield. I need to be specific with that. Right? I do not treat any condition. This is a doctor's job. I just support this. And I have a lot of people familiar with fibromyalgia.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. They're basically within a short time pain-free as well.
Wow.
Yeah. And people with Ross River and basically everything you're bringing in, they're pain-free in a short time, But the main thing is in the first treatment, and then afterwards, I have my clients here for many years, I do it like the old Chinese system. I keep them healthy. They just come once a month. And the period is usually, the heavy period here is 3 months. And this is really for severe cases. And it works magic for kids, by the way. Absolutely.
Wow. Kids,
also with ADHD, when they're diagnosed with this, it calms them down so much. It is just, like I said, it works on an energetic system, and kids are basically not, I call it a little bit so messed up like us, with all the information we have in our body. And they're loving it, they lie on it, and then sometimes when they come with the mothers, I just say to the mother, you lie on it as well, you need to relax, that goes really well. I do have actually a lady, she is, their little boy could not sleep for 8 years. They basically had no sleep for 8 years. They went to Europe everywhere to specialists. Within 2-3 weeks, slept through the night after doing the treatments here.
Wow.
And they have also a private school. Yeah. And most of the kids there, they have some alignments, ADHD or bipolar. And so when they have bursting into violence or whatever, or anger, they just put them on the bed. And the stories they tell me, it's unreal. Last time they said an 8-year-old, after only 10 minutes, he jumped up off the bed, went out playing again, completely calm, and said, oh my God, it feels like I'm newborn, And, and that is nice. That's why I have developed it,
Now, how are your patients finding you?
To be absolutely honest, mine is 100% word of mouth. I've never advertised nothing. It's just the word is out. Now It's getting really big.
So forgive me if I'm a little confused about some of the terms here. Yeah. We're talking about DNA resonance signaling. We're talking about acoustic restoration therapy, which is the quantum healing relaxation technique. So the acoustic restoration therapy, that's what you've patented, right?
Yeah, this is trademarked. Yes, the bed is patent, so no one can copy the making of the beds. Yeah, acoustic restoration therapy was the terminology I used when I started with it. Right, the acoustic comes this time from the look up singing cells. This is our cells making their own sound. Yeah. Mm-hmm. On acoustic restoration therapy, this is specifically designed for people I'm a naturopath as well, so the sound from within is healing you, not the sound coming from the outside. The sound from your cells. Oh. And there is so much studies out there. Yeah, and there's so much studies out there, and I just put everything in one thing together. My thing is just to put it together on a web page. It takes ages, right? I change my mind every 5 minutes. But the thing is, and this is what my programs are based on. This is the program is called DNA resonance signaling, and this is basically the program. That's what you can see, And acoustic restoration therapy is a TM on it, and
okay.
And on the bed is
it's all under the umbrella of quantum healing.
I would like to keep it quantum healing, when I not change my mind again. But the thing is, see, Janet, when you say quantum healing, everyone comes in, oh, this is this doing, this is this doing. And I said, it's wonderful when this device is doing this, I had last time someone in here, and he brought the things in a big rifle machine he got, for $20,000 and all this. And I love that stuff, but all this information comes from your body from the inside anyway. So then I thought, hang on a second. That means the body makes its own frequencies anyway.
That's just fascinating. Where did you even discover this information?
To be honest, I call it for myself common sense. And second of all, I went through leukemia 7 years ago by myself. And on one stage, I went in my clinic, I was so busy, and I thought, that is just not working with 100,000 products just to keep the body going. And so when you stop, there's a link missing, And then for some reason, a book popped in my head I wrote 30 years ago. And what makes me realize how old I am now as well. And this one, that has to do with sound. This described how in China they made people sick with sound and also healed them with sound. And so I started look sound therapy up. I looked vibroacoustic therapy up. I looked any form of sound therapy, the gong and everything up. And then in one thing I had my realization, hang on a second, this is... and then all the machines, and all this. And I said, hang on a thing. They only can get by basically, Janet, a frequency is nothing as a mathematical formula from a sound wave anyway, And
interesting.
When you look, for me, it's always normal why I'm reading so much about it. I know it's new.
Yeah.
When you look sound and singing cells, search it, we can do a lot here, make the people aware of it, and this is the main thing.
And that was singing cells.
Just put singing cells in Google and you will be surprised what you find,
Interesting.
And then I said, I need to find something. And then, I did the research and see what other people did. And then I started building it by myself and all this together. And then I started with a sound engineer to making my own programs, They're actually they are not designed for, when they say you need frequency 210 for this and this, they're designed completely emotional.
So interesting.
Listen, have you seen the video on the website? There is a video on it.
I haven't seen the video on the website. I'll have to check that out.
When you go a subtle energy solution and then it says, see how it works. This is a video. Look at it.
Oh, that's wonderful.
But the thing is, I have actually found a way, something that activates basically each single cell in your body. And when I really can tell you, Janet, I have a tremendous high success rate on cancer for patients. They are all still alive, and they all should be dead since 6 months, a year, or 2 years. And after 4 or 5 years, they're still here. And I do not interfere what the doctor does. Hashimoto's autoimmune diseases?
Oh, yes, I do know Hashimoto's
you have to
very
come
well.
on the bed, and I tell you one thing, within 4 months, your antibodies will be gone most of the time.
Really? This
is why I'm going public, why it helps the medical professions, everything, and I have seen things, I said, oh my God, I'm doing naturopathy since over 20 years, and I said, how is this even possible, but anyway, it works, and it's not only to lie on the bed, there's a lot of talking with it as well, and this comes in then in the quantum field, but the thing is, and now, like I said, my patients force me to do it, and now it's worldwide. I can't stop it.
So this sound therapy, acoustic therapy, really is regenerating cells.
Yeah, exactly.
From the sound that exists within them.
Yes, and the cells, they're giving vibrations, yeah? A sound
fascinating.
Is just, on the cells given their own vibration, they can already predict on the sound of your cells what a kind of disease is on the way. They already have this technology. It's just not coming public at the moment.
So it can be preventative then as well.
Oh, that is completely preventative what I do here. I get people in now, they have absolutely, even the woman, when they bring the man in, they're realizing I prepare a lot of people here now before they get in pension, they have to basically get better. So when they then finish working, when most of them, then the problem starts, then, your brain not switches off, but then you have nothing to do, and the body looks for, okay, now I got energy to do something, and all the organs so damaged, and then comes the diseases, And so many people are sick, and I just reversed it, and this is why I go public. I want this everywhere in the world, and it's so designed, everyone can use it. You don't need to be a practitioner only, I got many people that are using it in private households and all their families. No one is sick anymore,
So this is a system that can be portable. Is that right? If people can use it in their households?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. That's why I have designed it.
Wow.
I have not designed it. Trust me, I could sell this
I
thing for
want
100.
one.
When I find a carpenter over there.
Okay, so it's not as easy as unpacking a box from Amazon and laying down on it, right? I mean, it takes a little bit of construction and.
No, it's actually quite easy. You put it together with the 5 pin. It's basically like a massage bed, Then it comes with the water bladder, and the devices are on it anyway, and you just have to connect it together. And then it's the teaching of the programs, and they're so set up so easily, and then basically, and then you lie every day on it for 1-2 hours, I can tell you stories. Trust me, we're sitting till tomorrow here, and I tried on this website to bring it out, but just only for members, I don't want this goes too far, and this is my next challenge now, also,
you need to have like franchised clinics all over the place where people can go in and...
Yeah, this is the plan, but the thing is, to be absolutely honest, franchise is too much work. I want to get retired, but you can't see my pictures. I'm not young anymore either. I'm usually a horse rider, and I can go horse riding, and I haven't got time for my horses at the moment. But no, I love and I do not see my job as a job. I see it, it changes so many people's lives, and... at the moment, I have the 2 people that have breast cancer and all the knots disappearing, Also, that is,
Incredible.
I've seen things, and the only problem is most of the time you don't hear from any medical professions here, oh my God, I'm so glad for you, it's working. Oh, we don't understand how this works. This is not possible. I said, well, it's not there anymore. What's the problem? Can you be happy with them? So that's my opinion for it. Yeah, no, it is... When you really understand the whole system, and now I have developed also something for practitioners, what helps my patients really is also, I have another program here. This is the Nyla's machine, and this is a heart variability machine. This is like a ECG, and it measures from the heartbeat your nervous system, and your brain waves, And what people really like to have a visual, And this is not a diagnostic machine. This is I use it as for supporting the people, so they can see the changes. Sometimes I use it when they go on the bed, before and after, and they see the difference in it. How the brain is working and all this. And this is actually a really accurate machine. It's a medical device too from Europe, designed in Russia. And it tells the woman laugh at it, but it tells them the biological age,
Oh no!
It's not they get younger.
Oh no!
And I can with this one, really to show the people, the progress when they use the programs, they see they get better, and all this is why we are just visual beings, we need to see things. So this is the easiest way, what I use in my clinic here now, and then I have, of course, as well, a real aura machine, that measures your chakras, you're familiar with auras? Yeah, I have that machine as well, and I did a few tests on it when I put my programs on it, and this is amazing. When you see how the chakras all popping up one after another one on certain programs, and this aura machine is actually measuring the biomagnetic field of the human body, This comes in colors, and it's amazing when you see the difference in there. One day will be all on the website when I will find it, how to put it on, where to put it on, but at the moment, that is enough what's on it at the moment. And more is to come for this as well, but it's just amazing, I'm so glad I did it.
It's so interesting. When I started this podcast, I was assuming when we were talking about healthy cells and cellular repair and regeneration that I was going to be talking mostly to doctors who were going to be giving us traditional allopathic medicine, chemistry, that sort of thing. But really, the practitioners that I'm talking to, the Eastern medicine, Ayurveda, and now you're talking about the chakras and other things. It's just amazing what things are out there that can really stimulate the cells to repair themselves.
Yeah.
Really fascinating.
And this is why I've developed a bed, with everything like laminin, activates this, and what the bed really does, it activates your biofields, but this has to be in coherence as well.
That's awesome. I'm gonna make sure that I put your website on our Facebook page and on the description page for the podcast. But I just wanted to mention it here. It's subtleenergysolution.com.au. That's SUBTLEENERGY solution.com.au.
Yes.
And there's a video that listeners can watch to learn more about the acoustic restoration therapy.
Yes, there's enough information. It explains it in really simple words. You just have to follow the instructions on the site. The video is see how it works. It says feel the relaxation. When you see that one, people are loving it, and that explains it pretty much. When the vibration comes, the vibration stimulates not only one organ, but the whole organs, and then we come into the quantum field. And in the end, it's really quite simple. It's basically what we all have been taught since thousands of years, and this is like a meditation, When everything is vibration, that also means vibration is able to create new things, And on top of it, our body renews itself every 70 years. Everyone knows that, cells dying, building new things up, and my people, they're all changing their life, everything with it.
Dr. Thomas, this is all so fascinating, and thank you so much for being with us. Now, you've mentioned LifePharm supplement laminine, and so many of our guests, our experts, have mentioned this supplement. We haven't talked about it yet. Would you be willing to come back and talk a little bit about this nutritional supplement and let our listeners know exactly what laminine is?
Oh, yes, I will do this, of course.
Well, thank you so much. Listeners, if you'd like to learn more about Dr. Thomas Staudacher's practice, please visit his website at www.subtleenergysolution.com.au. I'll post the link on the description and Facebook page for the Healthy Cells, Healthy You podcast. I'm your host, Janet Walker. Thanks so much for listening. Together, we'll build healthy cells and a healthy you.